Hello and welcome to Sunday Night Chat, or should I say Monday night? Yeah, so it's Monday, not Sunday. I know it says all Sunday, but you know, it's not. So hello everyone, how's it all going? Yeah, it's good to be back here again. This will be we're back on track now, so the next live stream will be in 2 weeks' time on a Sunday, not a Monday. So yesterday was it was a really nice day yesterday, and we went out, and I didn't know if I was going to make it back in time to do the video, so I thought it was best just to rearrange it. As this being a bank holiday Monday, it was just easier to do reschedule it a little bit earlier for Monday. So yes, how is everyone doing? So I want to discuss the alien build, because I'm going to be a bit stuck now, but not for too long. So, oh, what happened there? The camera decided to go a bit crazy. There we go. Hang on. I don't know what happened there. Why did the camera just drop? That's annoying. Okay. Okay, so my dilemma. So I have got every single issue of the alien build, and I've discussed it in a few videos as well. So I got issue 99, which was all the electrics, and the motherboard didn't work. Now I don't actually know if it's the motherboard or something else on there, but I can't get power to it. So I thought, okay, I'll order another one. On the website, on the site that we use to collect the issues from France, it's sold out. So I was like, okay, they'll come up with a sort of a reissue. Fighting with law. I've had a haircut. Yes, Ian. Yeah, but yeah. So I thought there would be another restock. Normally they do a lot of these. When the collection ends, they normally do another restock, and it normally stays on the site for about 2-3 months after it's finished. I got an email on Friday, and they're pulling it early, the 11th. I think it said the 11th of April. What is today's date? I don't know. I don't know what day it is, but it's tomorrow. It's Tuesday. This Tuesday, it's going to get pulled from the site, meaning I can't get issue 99 for the time being. So tomorrow, I've been in contact with Agora. I'm going to try Hachette as well to see if I can get that one issue. But what that does mean, I might have to wait until that issue comes out. The 11th, you're right. Yeah, they're stopping it on the 11th. They're not stopping it; they're just pulling it from the website. It's still available in. I've tried eBay. There's none on there. I've tried. It does have it on the Hachette France site, but I can't seem to order it. I don't know how you go about ordering that. It doesn't. They only ordered to France, so it means me setting up a reship, and I need to have a little look at that to see what issue is it. It's issue 99. I mean, if there was other issues, I mean, I've looked, and I think Hachette only send out in like a bulk, which is fine. I don't mind buying another couple of issues, and it's the same here. If I have to, I will pay another couple of quid to have the issues. That's all fine, but it does mean that I'll be waiting a little bit longer. Now, you know, you could say, well, why can't you just put it together there as it is? Because issue 99 is the electrics, and I can't, because issue 99 not only has all the electrics, but it also has all the clips and all the screws to connect the body up. So everything's built. It's the marrying of the two parts, the head, the arms, and the chest all together in issue 99. and all the screws for it are in that issue, all along with all the electrics as well, the remote control. I have got it here, but I don't want to do it yet because I want to be able to have it all here before I go ahead. And it's just the motherboard, but I don't mind buying the other issues. Like I said, I don't mind buying if I have to buy a few issues to get that one issue, I will do that. But yeah, well, I'm sure there's a workaround, but yeah, it's a bit of a pain. I don't know why they're pulling it earlier. A lot of people actually in France, on the French sites as well, also are a bit surprised by this. So yeah, I don't know why. Maybe because of the bad press it's got, and I don't know. But anyway, that's where I'm at with that. I've got up to issue 50 of the Robocop. I've just ordered some more, so I should be up to speed with that. I'm going to start banging that one out as well on the site. But yeah, on the YouTube channel. But yeah, that's where I'm at with the Alien. The issues will still come out on my YouTube channel, and when I get to that issue, if I've got it, I'll carry on. Obviously, if I haven't, then I'll just I can wait. I'm not, you know, I've got everything. It's a little bit frustrating because I'm on the last issue, but yeah, I've tried looking on eBay, and I can't see any. I've tried asking as well on the French site, but no one seems to know where to get it from and what to do. Maybe they bring it out in Japan and I can get it from Japan Hobby Link. But yeah, at the moment it's just a waiting game. So yeah, it's fine. It's all sort of here. It's all sort of semi-built. So I may still put it without the electrics. We'll see what happens when we come to it. Oh, Ian said he's going to be releasing a sound card for it this week. Oh, nice. Yeah, because it doesn't have any sounds. We had a conversation about that, didn't we? No sounds, no lights, apart from the headlight that's in its head, but nothing on the base of it. So it's really like, yeah, it's a bit basic. But that's cool to hear. That's cool to hear. Hi, D. Evening. And Jay as well. Jay's in the house. Hi, Jay. Yeah, I sort of had a haircut. I normally have it this short, and I left it very long. But yeah, my wife does it. My wife does it for me. Kirsty, she does it for me. So 10th tomorrow. 10th. Yeah, yeah. I got the email to tell me it was the 11th that they're pulling it. But like I said, it was it came as a surprise, not to me, but to a lot of the guys over in France as well, who haven't got all the issues and they're worrying how they're going to get them and stuff. So, but someone said it's still available on the Hachette website, but in France. So I'm going to have to see if I can work it somehow. Yeah, we'll get there. Don't worry. I've got the sound effects, but putting my hands around the wife's neck and recording. Nice. That made me giggle. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, so I haven't I've been building the issues will be coming. I've built up to issue 98. It's just about processing it now and getting it on the YouTube channel. I've also started up podcasting. It was something I started. Now I looked into this because I still got my podcast account set up. It was set up in 2021. I done 4 podcasts and that was it. But I've decided to go back to it. And what I'm going to do is do podcasts, but also release them on YouTube because YouTube have got a new algorithm in place, especially just for podcasts. So before, it was a bit difficult to get podcast on it. You had to do it as a video. Now it's got a special section just for podcasts. It means it lists the podcasts under YouTube Music and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is the system that I use to do my podcasts. By the way, the podcast, when I publish the podcast, it's on Spotify, but actually it's not. It's actually on anywhere and everywhere you get a podcast or you can listen to it. My podcast will be there. So it's on Apple Podcast, Amazon. There's a load of other ones, Spotify. I think they're like the main ones. And also I publish it on YouTube as well. So it's hitting all them. But it's a lot easier to do, a lot more simple. There's no big lighting setup. There's no big mic setups and all that sort of stuff, and video stuff like this. So it's a lot easier. And because it doesn't have a video file, means it's really quick at processing and editing. So it's a lot more quicker and streamlined. So I'm going to be doing that. I've already released 2 podcasts. I'm going to release quite a lot more. And yeah, just another avenue to talk stuff. I'm going to get a lot of people on the show. I'm going to I'm going to get Jay on the show to talk about models and stuff like that, and Ian and Mark and loads of other guys, Mark Mods, and everyone really. Just try and get every single person on the podcast just talking about models and stuff like that. I'm also going to be doing the wrestling podcast, talking about movies. Kirsty said that she would like to join me to do a podcast. I don't know what yet. I said to her what would she like to do, and she hasn't come up with anything yet, but I'm sure we will do. But yeah, I want to do this because it seems like a very good venture. And to be fair, there isn't really a lot of part work podcasts out there, which is really strange. So I want to sort of tap into that empty market. I know a lot of people going, well, you know, you're building stuff. Actually, there's a lot of talk about in case of modelling and stuff like that. And Lee, yeah, you're more than welcome to come on the show there. Oh, hang on. You're more than welcome to come on the show. Anyone who'd like to come on it, just message me. And the good thing about the system that I use as well, which is through Spotify, it allows you to send messages, but also sort of voice messages. You can leave voice messages, and we can play them on the podcast and answer your questions. So it's a lot more sort of interactive. So you can send in questions. My email address is on there as well, but you can send in questions and we can answer them on the podcast. But also you can send in voice ones and we can play the voice message on the podcast and answer it as well, which I think is quite cool. So I want everyone to get a bit interactive with that. It's going to take a bit of time to sort of build it up, but once I'm there, I don't think it will take too long. But like I said, any podcast that I do will put on YouTube as well, just so we're hitting everything all at once. Yeah, you can send us a message here, Lee, that's fine. But yeah, I'd like to get everyone on, like, you know, just discussing models in general and what you've been getting up to and what got you into it and stuff like that. I just wanted to know if anyone would be interested in something like that going forward. Not just, you know, I'm going to talk about other things and everything else on the podcasts I'm going to do. But I want to specifically do one for, like I was saying, for part works, because there just isn't one. I think there's one for models and stuff like that and collectibles, but not specifically for part works. And I want to do that. And I want to get everyone invited and everyone involved as well with it. So, yeah, it sounds like a good thing. It's just, like I said, I've had the app on my phone since 2021. I've just not used it. And I thought, you know what, it's probably the perfect time to sort of come on and do it. You know, you don't, like I say, if you want to come on, you don't need anything. All you need is your phone. So I come on, you come on, I'll send you a link. You'll click on the link, and it's there. You don't need to download an app. You don't need to do anything. You just need to have your phone. It's a bit like a phone call conversation. But yeah, I can't wait. It sounds good. I'm hoping it's good. Hi, Peter. How's it going? Sign me up. Can share my roots and my journey. Yeah. All the more the merrier. I want to do quite a lot. We can pump them out quite a bit. I mean, I get up to stuff all the time with collecting and stuff like that. And I'm going to start a new I'm also going to start a new series on YouTube called Under 50. So it's not age. Anyone's worrying. It's what you can pick up and buy for under £50. I know that money's tight at the minute, and you know, with certain collectibles and models and stuff like that, the price can run away. But there are still bargains to be had, and there's still places where you can get some really good collectibles and models and stuff like that at really decent prices. So I want to do a series where I have £50 and I'm going to show you what I bought with £50. I've already got a few things coming. So I'm going to show you, there'll be videos on YouTube about that, what I've picked up for under £50. I hope you like that series. Like I said, I'm going to be picking up models, figures, all that sort of stuff, to show you basically you don't have to spend a lot of money to get some really nice stuff. And I hope everyone likes that sort of thing. So I've got a quick question, if you don't mind. Where did you get the Predator figures? What Predator figures are those? Is it these ones? I've got that one. That's the Eaglemoss one that they brought out. D. That's AVP, I do believe. And I got these ones, which were part of the basic line ones that they did, that I did a review on the channel. So they brought out these retro basic Predator figures, and they were in Smith's Toys, if you want to know where they were. And they were really, really cheap as well. I think they were like $7.99. I've got that one. There's a half cloaked one as well. Hang on a second, let me pull that one out. It's in this little thing here. So it's the half cloaked one. So it's like materializing. But yeah, I got them from Smith's D. And yeah, I don't know if they're still about, but like I said, I've got that as well. You can probably make out the Alien anime, which is right here. That's my wife's, and that is a hot toy. So yeah, that's where I got that for, D. Yeah, the smaller Predator figures were from Smith's Toys, and the statue one was from Eaglemoss when they were about. I was thinking of getting some more Predator figures, because actually Eaglemoss did some really nice ones. But what I've been looking at really is the mega statues that Eaglemoss did. So they did a range of Marvel ones, Doctor Who, and they also did like Alien as well. And they're quite reasonable in price. They might even feature on my under 50 show. So yeah, but yeah, I hope that answers your question, D. Gotta say, count me out, Kev. Lol. Do we know what's coming in issue 10 of the Batmobile? Yes, we do. So we even know what's coming up in issue 11 of the Batmobile. So everything that we've done on the right side or left side, depending on how you look at it. So the suspension and the wheel. So issue 9 is just the rim. Issue 10 is the tyre. And issue 11, we attach it to the bulkhead. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, it is, yeah. Issue 8 was this way. Issue 9 is the rim. Issue 10 is the tyre that goes with the rim. They're really milking it, because when we got the tyre originally, we had the rim as well, because you can't fit the two parts together without the tyre. Issue 10 is the tyre, and issue 11 we attach everything and we get the parts to attach it to the other side. So the bulkhead that we've got will have the two front tyres on by issue 11. And also as well, I think if you subscribe, you're getting 4 issues. So you're getting 8, 9. I think you're getting no, you're getting 7, 8, 9, and 10. And after issue 10, subscribers get 6 every 6 weeks, and if you're collecting from the newsagents, you get it's weekly after issue 10. So at the moment, it's been two every 2 weeks, one issue every 2 weeks. After issue 10, it's every week. So I hope that helps, Mark. Now I hope that helps. Yeah. I'm just trying to go through the messages here. At the Nexus, just on the French Hachette site, you can subscribe from issue 99, but you have to have 99 and 4 more. So €59, and I could not find anything on the site to publish issue 99. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think you have, when you get the Hachette website, I think you have to buy it in like a block. So you have to get like 4 issues at a time. I think that's right. That's fine. Like I said, I don't mind, just so I can get that last one, so I can carry on. But tomorrow I'm going to do a bit of a ring up, a bit of a walk around, and sort of try and find out if I can get it from France. If not, I'm going to try Agora, because I'm sure that they will help me out on that. If not, Hachette, it does mean me waiting a little bit longer. I don't really mind too much waiting, as long as I know that I can get it. So thanks for that, Ian. Yeah, thank you for that. 8-year-olds love the Predator, as I do. If you can see my avatar picture. Yes, I can, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, Predators. I'll tell you what, D, if you've got a bit of money, buy the Hot Toys, because my brother's got the Predator Hot Toys. He's got about 5, I think. They are really, really good. Really good. They all light up as well. He's got one where the helmets light up, and you can take them on and off. But he's also got one with like a hologram effect, so you can stick a magnet on it and it lights up a globe. So it looks. Some of the Hot Toy ones are really good. They just don't do them anymore. They're very old now. But my brother's got some of them. But they are really nice figures. They do come out really well. I'll be doing the live tomorrow at 2 PM. Cool. Lee there. I'll try and join Lee to get a full house in. Yeah. So Mark Moores, when's first video from the new do out? Ooh, yeah. When's that? Yes, Ian. Yeah, Claire is very, very helpful, and I'm hoping that maybe they can help me out in getting the issues. But I'm almost certain that I'll have to wait for those issues until they come out. Which, like I said, totally fine. I can wait. Just done a gift video from Peter, but it's only on the desk. Cool. So yeah, there's that that's going on. So it's been a bit of a hectic one, because, like I said, I was very surprised they did that. In fact, looking at the site over in France where we get the issues from, they've actually sold out on quite a lot of issues now. Ever since that that email was sent out to people, it's become quite popular. They've sold out of I think issue 19, obviously 99, 100 and 98. I think they've completely sold out of now. So, but yeah, yeah, I was very surprised. Like I said, some guys in France are very surprised as well. But yeah. But yeah, so anyway, but yeah, like I said, I'm going to do podcasts as well. I'm hoping that people can come on and discuss their sort of their journey, if you know what I mean, from where they came from, what brought them where they are now and stuff like that. It's really interesting, actually, when you talk to people and you find out how they came into Partworks and how they started up their YouTube channels and stuff like that. It's yes, it's really interesting, some of these stories that I've heard on how that's happened. So I don't think I don't know if I've ever mentioned how I started doing YouTube and Partworks. So I've done Partworks for years. I didn't realise they were Partworks. So when I was younger, I did I think it was a T-Rex. It was a T-Rex, I remember. And I think you got the bones, you built the skeletal structure of it, and then you had skin that goes over the top, and I think the skeleton glue up in the dark. And so that was, I must have been about 7 or 8. That's how long ago that was. But I really didn't get into it until it was 2008, and I built the McLaren that D'Agostini brought out, the MP, I think it was MP4. And that was sort of adult me getting into Partworks. But that was my first sort of flurry into adult part work, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's how I got into Partworks. Modeling, on the other hand, so I used to build Star Trek models when I was 11, 12. Then I sort of progressed to Warhammer. So I was very much, when I was 13, 14, 15, I was really, really heavily into Warhammer. And I used to paint the miniatures and go to the shops and all that sort of stuff. So, like, you know, painting, modelling and stuff like that. Then there was a big gap, and I've started getting back into it in later life. One, because I've had the time and the money and stuff as well. So that's how I've started that. And how I started my YouTube channel was I collect the Star Trek ships, and there was a few people reviewing the Star Trek ships, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. And I just went for it. And I watched people like Irish Trekkie and people like that who were reviewing them, and I thought, you know what, I'll go with that. And I started reviewing them. It was a long time ago. I think the actual channel, the channel back then was called Geek Den. The Geek Den, I think it was called. I think it's the video's still on YouTube, and it was filmed very poorly on my iPhone 4, and that tells you how old it was. And I started it on my iPhone 4, and it was, yeah, I started YouTubing reviewing Star Trek models. And my first part work I started reviewing, which I reviewed not on YouTube but on my Facebook page, was the Millennium Falcon. And sometimes, every now and then, you know, on the memories on Facebook, sometimes the videos pop up on there of me building the Millennium Falcon from about 7 years ago. And that was the first part work videos I started doing. But yeah, I've regretted some stuff I didn't do. So if I point the camera up a little bit, you can see my Routemaster up there. And that was something I never recorded on my YouTube channel, and I sort of regret it. At the time when it came out, my YouTube channel was mainly sort of sci-fi, the Star Trek ships, Star Wars, you know, but the Routemaster never really, it was a different genre. So that's why I didn't do it, but I kind of regret not filming it now. But yeah, that's the OG, that is the original Hachette Routemaster with the people, which I'm really surprised Agora haven't done. Very, very surprised they haven't done that. Warhammer are cool. Yeah, they are. Yeah. I can't paint them like I used to. And years ago when I did it, they were not plastic. They were die cast. They were metal when I painted them. So I had a lot of really heavy metal ones. But yes, everything's changed now. The whole game has changed as well. I'm glad you like it, Mark. You can know where it's a special gift. Oh yeah, Mark got a gift from you, didn't he? Top man. I've just ordered 4 more YouTuber gifts to send. Nice. That is really nice of some people sending out stuff. Just had an idea for a future going on figures. Where can I wear a 1/8 scale Batman figure? That's a good question, that is. And the answer is there are some 1/8 scale figures, but not a Batman. Well, I come to think of it, I think there might be. So in Hong Kong, stuff like that, they do Hot Toys. There was a company called Star Ace. So Star Ace started producing 1/6 scale figures. They did Harry Potter and stuff like that. But then they started doing 1/8 scale figures, and I think they've got things like the Terminator, Sarah Connor, the Commando, Rambo as well. So there may be a 1/8 scale Batman, or you might be able to kit bash one. I haven't really looked into it. A lot of people have said the nearest scale you can get is the NISA ones, the NECA figures, because I think someone's got those figures and put them in their DeLorean, and they are a little bit small, but they're probably the right sort of scale. I know someone said that they were a little bit small as well for the Ghostbuster figures. Diamond Select might be a good place to go as well, because I think their figures are just a little bit smaller than 1/8, but would look actually really good with that. So Diamond Select might be another one that you might want to check out as well. But yeah, it's really strange that there's a not 1/8 scale is unique, unique to Partworks. Like I said, they do lots of other scales, but for some reason Partworks work in 1/8 scale. Though saying that, there is now 2 releases of 1/6 scale Partworks. So I think one's a 2CV and another one is a Ford Mustang that they've released that are 1/6 scale. They would work really well with the Hot Toys, and you can get loads of 1/6 scale stuff and accessories and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I would try the NECA or Diamond Select. They're probably the closest, but I know Star Ace did do 1/8 scale figures, but I know you can also buy 1/8 scale accessories and bodies and stuff like that to kit bash one. So you might be able to sort of build one yourself from parts if there isn't one. But yeah, it's worth looking around. I'm looking at the moment, trying to get a Paul Walker and obviously I've forgotten his name. Van Diesel. That's the guy. Ones to go with the Charger that I've got built in. So I'm looking at the moment in things like that, and that might be a little bit easier to kit brush, but it's finding someone to make the head sculpt. Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping. I've been sending YouTubers gifts since 2017. You're a top man, Peter. Top man. Top man. You could get a 3D printed one. I think Mr. Fusion, Jason, I think he does a 3D printed Dom. It's worth looking at as well. But yeah, if you're looking for figure over statue, I think you can get a lot of 1/8 scale statues, but figures might be a bit of hit and miss with that. So yeah. Evening, John. How's it going? It's nice to see you here. But yeah, 1/8 scale is very unique. It's unique to Partworks because no one really does 1/8 scale stuff. It's like I said, it's a bit unique to the Partwork industry. If they did do a bigger version or a smaller one, it would be a lot easier to come across accessories for it and stuff. it's just a very, yeah, it's a unique scale, which I think they're trying to move away from. How's the train set come along? Slowly. I need to get some videos out of that actually. So yeah, it's here. But I will get some videos out. I'll promise on that. It's just I'm trying to do everything else all at once. It's trying to find the time as well to do that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to paint. Maybe some more mods for the Titanic. Nice. Don't have to be for part works. Anything is possible. Even a replacement door handle. Yep. It's amazing what you can actually build with the 3D printers. I mean, it's got no limits, I don't think, at all. And the cool thing with 3D printers as well is that you can actually print stuff that has gears and stuff like that you can take straight off the print and it will work almost straight away. But yeah, we've me and Kirsty have been discussing about getting a 3D printer. So it's definitely something I've been looking at getting. Build wise, what would I build with a 3D scanner? It'd probably be sort of some big scale stuff, so sort of like sort of Star Trek weapons maybe, or some helmets and stuff like that. It's just sort of cosplay stuff. But yeah, anything's possible with it, isn't it? I would really like to get my teeth into. It's the programming, it's the design aspect that I really want to do. The design program, there's loads of them about, and I just want to be able to learn how to do that. Because if I can do that, then you know the sky's the limit, as they say. I'm building my first 00 gauge layout soon. Spent a fortune on stuff for it so far. I've spent a little bit of money. I've got the main set, and I've got a few other things. I've got the track packs as well for the TT 120. I've got to get some cork back in, and all the sort of grassing and stuff like that. Jason sent me over some stuff as well that I'm going to use, but there isn't a lot out at the moment for 1TT or TT 120, I should say. Scale, there's not a lot out at all. It's yeah, I know Mark is doing a 00 scale railway as well, isn't he? So because yeah, I can't wait to see it all come together. It's going to be interesting. At the moment, the reason I haven't done it is, one, because I haven't got the time. I know for a fact it's going to take you know, a few minutes to set up, but secondly as well, I know once it's up, I'm not going to want to stop playing with it, so I need a good few hours. And we're getting a new kitchen, but it's taken a lot longer than we would like, and we're still waiting for the designers to come out and stuff like that. And we're hoping if they design it the way we like, then I will have a sort of a room where I can do everything, you know, a sort of a man cave, if you will, sort of, that I can put stuff in and I can do recordings and stuff in. But that's only if they go with what we can do, and if they can actually build it in the house as well, like we want. So I was going to wait until that was done. We were supposed to get a new kitchen last month, and we're still waiting. So it's just a waiting game. But it's probably going to take a couple of weeks for him to fit everything in. So it's going to be a bit of a nightmare doing stuff and manoeuvring about and everything like that. We're waiting as well for a new bathroom. And that should be coming soon as well. So it's going to be a busy year this year. Kitchen, bathroom, everything else in between. I am going to Buckinghamshire Railway Heritage on Wednesday. I'm hoping to get a lot of videos for that. So there's a lot of steam trains up there and stuff like that. And they've got big railway museum there, and so I'm going to get a lot of video and some photos as well from my time there. That's on Wednesday. Now it does say it's going to be raining, but I'm fingers crossed it's not. But it doesn't matter even if it's not. So you're going through new surveyors for your new extension. Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? It's trying to get them out to design it, and then they design it how you like, and then it's all the work that goes into building it and knocking stuff down. And like I said, we're really hoping that at the moment our kitchen is quite small, so we're hoping that they can extend our kitchen, and we have a corridor, a weird corridor for some reason, that runs from the back of the house to the front of the house down the side of the house. And it's in the house, but it's down the side, and it's just one bit, but it's quite an opening near the front of the house. And what we want is for them to extend the kitchen into it, and then for that room that they will create by doing that becomes a little room that I can do modelling and do my part works in and stuff like that. But that's only if they can do that. Because we're not too sure whether the wall that separates the kitchen and that corridor is a load-bearing wall. We know that there's a beam that runs along one side, but we're not too sure if that's a load-bearing wall on that side, meaning they won't be able to do that. But we're hoping that they can. So, yeah. That's what we're hoping anyway. I've got a hobby room for my models. I used to have one in my old house. Then we moved to this one, which is a little bit smaller. And I used to have one here. And then our two girls used to share a room. And then they get older and they want their own rooms. And I gave it up. So a lot of my collection is now in here, as you can see behind me. And we've been able to fit it in, actually. I've been able to fit it in. But yeah, when I had my own little room, I used to have three desks, 3 computer desks. I used to have a lot of cameras set up and all that sort of stuff. And this is why I sort of got rid of all that and realised you don't actually need all of that stuff. All you need is a phone. You don't need lots of cameras and lots of stuff to carry on doing YouTube. And in actual fact, since I've come away from doing it from that room, my YouTube numbers have gone up. I don't know why. But yeah. Are you going to the Great Electric Train Show in October at Milton Keynes? Ooh, I might be. Yeah, there's a few things coming up that we want to go to. So that might be one of them. Yes, Peter. Yeah, thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up, everyone in the chat. Yeah, that thumbs up does nothing for you, but it massively helps the channel. It really, really does. Nice one, Lee. Yeah. But yeah, that is where we're at. So yeah, it's a bit hectic. I was hoping that it would already be done, the kitchen, and I could have ordered some desks. And we're hoping if they can do that with the kitchen, we're hoping to get a 3D printer and just sort of geek away in there, really. A lot of this stuff won't move though, because it was a pain to get it all in. So I don't want to move it all out, but it gives me extra room to put more stuff. That's what I want. more room. I can't wait at the moment for the Enterprise to start up. It's been sitting there for ages. So yeah. Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that we can get there, Peter. Because the train from our train station goes there. It's only a 30-minute train drive. So it's the Great Electric Train Show at Milton Keynes. So if I can get there, I will go. That's for sure. It's in October. But yeah, if I can get there, I'll definitely try and get there. That's for sure. I've been looking at other things as well. I'm going to go to in the summer. We're going to go to London, so we've got the Transport Museum and stuff like that. I've actually bought a GoPro. I've got a GoPro, and I've got like a harness for it, so you can put the GoPro on your or on your shoulder. I'm going to start using that when I go to things like the National Transport Museum and places like that. I may use it when we go up to the train thing. So yeah, I've got I bought myself a GoPro. T-shirts, lol. Dave and Dave t-shirt. Dave. I actually, it's saying that, I was walking the dog the other day, and someone shouted their dog, and it was called Dave. So I was like, "Come on, Dave," and it just reminded me. Of that. Yeah, if I go, that's what I'll wear. But yeah, I don't. Oh, yeah. Should we go on to some news for the Parkworks now? Obviously, it's been a bit. Lots of people don't know when these new Parkworks are coming out from Fanhome. So what I found out is I've been keeping mostly my eye on the Enterprise build, because that's the build that I'm building. So I don't know for certain the DeLorean or the other ones, or Ecto One and stuff like that. But for the Enterprise, I've been told that there should be an announcement this month, April. And if that goes okay, then we should start getting our first deliveries in June or July for the Enterprise build. Also, as well, like I've had a few people message me to say when the Infinity Gauntlet is going to be released. They haven't got a date for that yet. So when I emailed them, I asked them for a date of the Infinity Gauntlet. They said it's 100% coming, but they haven't got a date for it yet. So it's not just like there to be there. It's going to be coming out, but they don't know a date yet. And some people have asked about the Optimus Prime build. Well, that starts in June. It even says that on their website. Now, I don't know whether that's just a sign up in June or whether they start posting out in June, but I'm pretty certain that the first packet will be sent out in June for Optimus Prime. So that's, I mean, come the summer, there's going to be so many Parkworks due out, and also as well around the same sort of time. So I'm pretty certain all of the the Enterprise, the Ecto, the Eleanor, and the DeLorean will probably all come out within the next 3 months. And then you've got the Infinity Gauntlet. You've also got the and you've also got the Optimus Prime as well. And I believe the Optimus Prime from Agora is going to start shipping out soon as well, probably the end of this month. So it's going to be a bit of a sort of, I don't know what you want to call it, a bit of a free for all in within like 4 months. There's going to be a lot coming out, not announced, but a lot actually being delivered out in the next 4 months. So yeah, it's going to be very busy. Also, as well, some people have messaged me. Now, obviously, I have collected the Alien build, but some people have said that they received their first packet and they paid for it, and then they were charged like a day later. Someone messaged me to say it was a day late. Someone messaged me to say it was like a week later for the second packet already. So they said, is this going to be something that goes on? I don't know. I'm very surprised that they did it that quick. So we're in a week of the first one coming out. They've already took payment for the second packet. and apparently it's processing and being shipped out as we speak. Pack 2. And if that's the case, then that means pack 1 and 2 have come out in the same month. But I did when I spoke to them, they did say that in one of the months, now I didn't know if it was this month, but it looks like it might have been, that you will have to pay double for one of your subscriptions. Now, when I calculated it before, it was, I think it was like November or somewhere like that, where you would have one in, because remember, you're getting one every 4 weeks, one pack of the Alien every 4 weeks, not every month, every 4 weeks. So if you count 4 weeks from when you pay, if you count along enough, what will happen is you'll pay it at the start of the month and at the end of 1 month. And I think it's November. But they might have changed that, meaning you've paid for your first pack and your second pack close together. So it sort of works itself out so that doesn't happen and it's not a big of a hit, if you know what I mean. So maybe that's why, I don't know. But I did have a few people saying that they had already tried taking, or they have took, Hachette have took the money for pack 2 already. And it was like a week after, I should say, after they received their first one. So they may be rushing it out. I don't know. But yeah, I'm hopefully to get, because I'm going to ring them tomorrow and contact them to try and find out if I can get these issues. So I will try and find out a bit more information about that. But yeah, I had that with the Agostini Volkswagen build. Yeah. Because yeah, I think you have, yeah, because what happens is that now Hachette used to send out 4 issues a month, and they do that with the I think they do that with the Titanic, Eddie Stobart, and the Doll's House. So you get 4 issues every month. And they've changed it now, so you get 4 issues every 4 weeks. And it's the same with the Batman as well. You get 6 issues every 6 weeks. But yeah, so they've changed it up. And what happens is, what that means is, if you just count 4 weeks, some weeks, some months, I should say, some months have 5 weeks in them, which means it works out that in 1 month you will be paying twice. But technically you should get 2 deliveries. So yeah, Hachette need to release the Batman build. I'm pretty certain that will come out probably next year now, but I'm pretty certain that will come out. It's been well received in France. I think they're up to issue 8 or 9 over there. If you really want it, John, there's always the French side. You can pick it up, and you'll be able to pick up every issue at the minute. So issues 1 to 8, I think they're on their site. I think they're on the that site there that we all use. But yeah, they're on issue 8. So yeah, more than certain to pick them up. If you don't want to wait, there's your option. It's the same build, and the instructions are pretty straightforward, you know. And you've got if you've got a good phone, you should be able to translate if you want to translate. But normally you don't need to. You sort of you sort of know. But I'm pretty certain that will come out, but it probably won't be until next year, or even when the build finishes in France. So it'll be about 2 years away, because that's a 2-year build over there. So it might come out next year. It might not. I don't know. But we're expecting the Lancaster as well. I think that's the next one to come out from Hachette. The website's up as well. That will work the same way as the Batmobile has worked, or the Tumbler build, I should say. I don't know if it's coming out in the newsagents. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. But I do know for 100% certain that it will be a staggered start. And if you subscribe, you will get a staggered start, just like we have with the Tumbler. And then you'll get 6 issues every 6 weeks. So the exact same method that the Tumbler is on, the Lancaster will be as well. I asked if it was going to be in the newsagents, and they couldn't tell me. So, yeah, be prepared for it not to be. That's all I'm going to say, because that's extra cost. And if they want to keep costs down and the cost issues are the issues, that's confusing. But the price of each issue down, then obviously they have to cut their shipping costs and things like that. So that is why they're cutting stuff. But if they need to, they may pull it from the newsagents, because that's an extra cost that they could probably pull away from. Over here, obviously in France, it's more different. It's where they're based. It works out very well for them. But over here, it's a cost thing. So it costs them more money to post out to newsagents. It costs them more money to post less issues out. So that's why they're doing now more. So they're saving money. So they could decide to pull it from newsagents, all their collections, and just go online. It might be cost effective for them to keep costs down. So, yes, I don't know. With the Lancaster and the Batman build, I would imagine the Batman figure build will be sometime next year. But we'll know nearer the time. I'm going to do the Lancaster when it comes out. It's going to be interesting to see if it still has that base with it, because it had a very elaborate base, didn't it? It had the wall and a barrel falling into it, and it had a really nice sort of water effect as well. But that was, I mean, the plane itself was bigger than the base, so I'm hoping that comes with it. I'm not going to be building it; it's not my sort of thing. But it's going to be very interesting, especially as well with what happened with the Spitfire. So it's going to be a one to watch, I would say. A one to watch, that's for sure. Only got 4 packs to finish. Agora Ferrari, so I need to replace that one. Yeah, don't Agora as well offer you a discount on another build? After you finish a build, they offer you a discount, don't you, to start another build? Yeah, you're looking forward to the Lancaster. I think a lot of people are. A lot of people are. I'm pretty certain it's going to sell very, very well. Very well. But yeah. Are Fanhome going to re-release the Falcon? D'Agostini have re-released it, and obviously Fanhome is D'Agostini. I'm very surprised they haven't. I think D'Agostini are on, I think over in France and Germany where they re-released it, I think they're on like issue 20 or 30. I'm pretty sure that they will. I was told originally that they was going to re-release it. We just have to watch this space. But remember, when I was told they were going to re-release the Falcon, that was before Eagle Moss went belly up. And that was also before Optimus Prime and the Infinity Gauntlet. So they may decide not to bring out any more too soon. Otherwise, they're going to flood the market. I don't know. But like I say, I'm pretty certain they will at some point. They've already re-released it over in France and Germany under D'Agostini. So I'm pretty certain that will get released at some point. I'm pretty certain of it. I don't want any base. Mine will hang from the ceiling. Trying to get that beast to hang will be a challenge. That will be a challenge. Because it's just, I think the wingspan on it is over a meter long wingspan. So that's off the camera here. That's huge. I know when it came out, it looked really impressive, and it had the engine startup, where they start engine 1, engine 2, engine 3, and then engine 4. But like I said, the amount of trouble with the Spitfire, I don't know. I hope that they fix those problems. I'm pretty certain they have, but yeah, with the problems that they had with the Spitfire, you don't want that again with this one. because this one is a much bigger and more impressive, I think, build. So, but it's going to be nice. It's going to be very, very nice. Yeah, £50 off the first pack. Yeah, I think that's right, isn't it? So when you build one, you get you get 50% off the first pack of the next build you take on with them. Is that also? I don't know. I haven't really looked into it, but I know that they do that. Is that a timed thing? I mean, could you finish that build and then start another build a couple of months later, or do you have to use it straight away? Stephen, I need 78 onwards of the Falcon. It might be worth looking because if you can set up a sort of a redelivery where you get delivered somewhere in France and they deliver it to the UK, you could always do that. That's a thing once they get to that stage. So, see you later, D. Take it easy. I'm gonna go off as well actually now because night all. Cheers, John, for coming. Later, Pete's need to jump to crafts. Yet I'm going to go off now. Thank you very much for joining us here and talking. It is that time. I'm off to. Yeah, it's that time. Yep. Thanks, Ian, for coming. I'm going to go now. It's 7 o'clock. I'm off now. I'll be back in 2 weeks' time on a Sunday this time, not a Monday. And that's it. So thank you all for joining us and taking part. And we'll see you at the next one, which is in 2 weeks' time. So take it easy, and we'll see you then. See you later.